I never expected to see that happen. Such a large sum of money leave our account.
That is the worst as a mom.
Stop right there. Because what I'm about to show you in the next 4 minutes could save your family from losing everything. Not someday. Not if you are careless. Right now. Even if you do everything right. Michelle Kalista did not give away her password. She did not share a security code. She did not click a bad link or visit a fake website. She pressed 2 buttons on her phone. *7 2. And in the minutes that followed, $22,000 left her Chase Bank account. Most of it earned by her teenage daughter. Year after year. At her grandmother's sandwich shop. Tips and wages saved for one specific dream. The daughter described what that dream was.
Go to college for nursing, so I was going to use that money to help me pay for that, but I got to start over.
Start over. It's because of 2 buttons her mother was told to press by someone who claimed to be from Chase Bank. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will understand exactly what those 2 buttons do and why you should never press them under any circumstances. This case was documented by consumer investigative reporters in Ohio and reviewed by banking and cybersecurity experts who have tracked the rise of caller ID spoofing and call forwarding operations across the United States. The details you are about to hear are verified and on record, and the method used against Michelle and her family is being used right now in every state, targeting American families who believe they are doing the right thing. Okay, so picture this. Michelle Kalista had lived in Adaway, Ohio for more than 20 years, and she and her husband Mike kept a joint account at Chase Bank. Their finances were steady. Paychecks in, bills out. Savings built slowly through years of routine discipline. And sitting inside that account, roughly $22,000. Most of it earned by their teenage daughter at her grandmother's sub shop. Small deposits over years. Tips and wages set aside with one specific goal: nursing school. Then one afternoon, Michelle's phone rang. The caller ID displayed Chase Bank. The voice on the other end was professional, calm, urgent, but not aggressive. Someone was attempting to wire money from their account. Funds being sent to Florida. They needed to act immediately. Here's the detail that made everything feel completely legitimate. Michelle described what stopped her cold.
How did they get into my account to begin with? How did they know my transactions, and how were they able to transfer money? None of those things have been answered yet.
The caller already knew her account details, her transactions, her balances, information that should only exist inside the bank. So Michelle did something smart. She asked her husband to call the bank separately to verify. And what Mike was told next is the detail that locked everything in place. Stay with me, because this is where the operation gets truly sophisticated. Mike called Chase Bank separately, and the representative confirmed, yes, there was suspicious activity on the account. Mike described what he was told.
Suspicious activity going on, and yes, we were made aware of this.
2 wire attempts had been flagged. Both had failed. Mike had seen this before, and in his experience, banks automatically freeze accounts after repeated suspicious transfers. He believed the system would intervene. It did not. Moments later, a 3rd wire attempt cleared. $22,000 left the account. Michelle described the moment reality arrived.
I mean, it was panic, and then it was tears, and then it was I'm mad, and I am literally emotionally exhausted at this point.
Emotionally exhausted at this point. Panic. Then tears. Then anger. All arriving before the couple fully understood what had just happened. Now here's the part that most people never hear. The part that explains exactly how $22,000 can leave a Chase Bank account while the account holders believe they are preventing the loss. The caller never asked for a password, never requested a security code, never asked Michelle to answer a security question. And instead, he asked her to press star 72 on her phone. And that, right there, is what I promised you at the beginning of this video. Here is exactly what those two buttons do. Star 72 activates call forwarding on most phone systems in America. The moment Michelle pressed those numbers, every incoming call to her phone was redirected to a number controlled by the people running this operation. Every callback from the real Chase Bank, every fraud alert, every attempt by the institution to reach her, intercepted, silenced, rerouted. She believed she was receiving legitimate callbacks. She was not. Every voice she heard after pressing those numbers came from the same operation. The trap was complete. Quick pause. If this is hitting close to home, hit subscribe right now. Every day, we trace operations exactly like this one, so you always know what is coming before it reaches your family. 2 seconds could protect everything. Chase Bank conducted an internal review. The determination the transactions were authorized. The claim was denied. Michelle disputes that completely. She provided no passwords, no codes, no security answers. None were requested. But the most painful detail in this entire case has nothing to do with the bank's response. It has to do with a teenage girl who was not on that phone call, who did not speak to the caller, who did not approve any transfer, who spent years working at her grandmother's sandwich shop, one shift at a time, building something she believed would change her future. Michelle described the moment of all.
That is the worst. As a mom, they weren't even part of this conversation. All the money they've put in there is gone.
She was not part of the conversation. And everything she built is gone. Here is what every American family needs to know right now. 1 star 72 is a call forwarding code. If anyone on an inbound call asks you to press it, hang up immediately. Your real bank will never ask you to do this, ever. 2, a confirmation of suspicious activity from a second call does not validate the first call. These operations anticipate that you will verify. They have answers prepared for every question you ask. 3, urgency is always the weapon. The moment a caller makes you feel like you must act in the next 60 seconds, that feeling is the trap. Slow down, hang up. Call your bank using the number on your card, not the number they gave you. The sub shop still opens every morning. Well, the daughter still works. College plans remain, though the timeline has changed. The $22,000 that left the Chase Bank account in minutes has not returned. Michelle is still fighting, still filing appeals, still making phone calls that lead to more waiting. And somewhere in Adaway, Ohio, a teenage girl who spent years saving for nursing school is starting over. Not because she made a mistake, not because her mother was careless, but because an operation running across America right now has learned exactly how to make good people do exactly what it needs them to do. That is why this channel exists, to make sure you see it coming before it reaches your door. If this case reminded you of something, a call you received, a situation someone in your family described, drop it in the comments. Your experience could be the warning that protects the next family before they ever press those 2 buttons. And if you're not subscribed yet, do it now. Every day we trace another operation exactly like this one from the very first call to the very last dollar. So you always know what is coming hit subscribe, and turn on notifications. I will see you in the next